Hello, it's Jay checking in with part 3 of A Story of a Marriage. A Story of a Marriage, The Story of a Marriage by Andrew Sean Greer, 2008 novel, told solely from the perspective of Pearlie, the wife in this marriage, with a husband who, to all intents and purposes, we assume at this point is gay. Yeah, but hello Theo. I'd like to say that from this, the interesting thing is I was wondering as I was reading this novel, are we going to get the other side? Are we going to get Holland, her wife, her husband, giving his side of the story? A marriage story. Hi Theo. And so I don't think we are. I think it is solely going to be the story of Pearlie looking at her husband and trying to and starting out with I know nothing about this man. He's like an alien and I don't know anything about him. Got neighbors playing their music, which hopefully won't bugger up this video. But yeah. Yeah, and it's one of these things of like, as we're going through the story and she's agreed with his past lover, Buzz, to accept Buzz's money, this rich white man's money, to let him take Holland away. This beautiful, beautiful man, apparently objectively just handsome, beautiful, gets commented on by another fellow in this section at the very end. But now I'm kind of going, how much do we really know about Holland? We're getting this all from her perspective. And it's like, yeah, she's not a dummy, but Holland is a very internal person. And there's just sort of that mystery, and that she would believe Buzz means that she's picked up on a lot of cues. I mean, they sleep in separate beds. They just don't have that kind of relationship. But you wonder if Holland does want to go away with Buzz. I mean, they've been loved. I don't see any reason to not believe Buzz that they were lovers in the past. But yeah, it's interesting telling a story strictly from one perspective, which, I mean, that's the only perspective any of us have in our lives. The only way that we can tell our stories is through our own eyeballs. And I mean, we can try and be listening and be attentive to other people's perceptions and other people's stories, but that's still only going through us. Yeah. And I mean, at the same time, this is Andrew Sean Greer, a white gay man of our time, writing a story through the perspective of a black, straight woman in the 1950s. So there's sort of a planting of the flag of imaginative leap of, this is a woman who doesn't know what the hell's going on with her husband. Maybe by the end she will actually know. That'll be the imaginative leap for her, as she will somehow get an understanding of him. As much as the artist is able to make that imaginative leap, and perhaps successfully, perhaps not successfully, capture perspective very alien, time, gender, sexuality from himself. So yeah. As always with Andrew Sean Greer, at least going by less and now this, beautifully written, seductively written, very much sinking you deeply into this, making me, a straight white guy of my time, believe this story, believe Pearlie. But that's, I'm probably an easy audience. I'm a very uncritical audience that way. Though I have thoughts, and like, it'd be interesting to hear different perspectives on this story and how well people think that he did his job. Because I'm open to being like, he convinced me, but maybe he's not convincing to everybody. All right, yeah, that's my check-in with A Story of a Marriage by Andrew Sean Greer. Sort of my lead up to rereading Less, and then a sequel to Less that is coming out later this year. Maybe I will get to as well. All right, I've been Jay. More videos later.